Guys, what's happening? Johnny Glock. If you want to tune in to Ron Gunner's channel, we just shot a video. I'm here in Shadyside, Ohio at Ron's place. You can see my logos right here on his shirt. And we were shooting some videos, and there were some other people that came about to, actually the guy that drove me here from Johnstown, Joe, wanted me to do some work on his guns. And it's pretty funny because he has the Loki tactical slide, and I used that in my last couple of videos, and it's cool to see someone's work from one of the hometown boys, right up there, Fort Myers, and I'm up in Sarasota. But this is one of those do-overs again. He had a Deus Ex Machina. I don't think I've ever had a video of me working on this one. Actually, I haven't. This is one of the flat-face trigger shoes that I haven't had the chance to redo too often, or I have done a lot of them. I just haven't had a chance to shoot them on a video. But standardly, these things come with, they say they reduce pre-travel, and they do to an extent, but most of the guys that I'm working with want more pre-travel than that taken out. So basically, that's what I did with Joe's gun. And another thing is, it had because of the 3.5 connector, it had a spongy wall, and for a defensive gun, if you have all that like kind of uncharted territory, it's just not discriminable. You start to pull it, and it's just, you're like, where's that wall? You're trying to find a wall. And that's really not the best thing that you want for a carry gun. You want to have a defined wall, and you want, I shouldn't say that, I want, I think it's the best thing, in my opinion, and most instructors that I talk to talk about this, that it's good to have that defined, precise wall so you know when that gun is going to go bang. The predictability, the reliability, and to be able to take this safely into those zones is basically what I did. I don't have the, normally how I put the lines on it, I don't have that, but I am going to just come up here and show you some pulls. So basically you can see you're right, back up there. Basically you can see as soon as that trigger tab goes down, I'm right on the wall. And from there, break. Reset. Same thing. So you see I'm not pulling any stops. As soon as that trigger tab goes behind, that is wall territory. Very defined. Break. Reset. Break. Reset. So you can see this is absolutely a gunfighter gun right here. And this is what he carries every day. And so basically I wanted to make it, as safe, predictable, and reliable as I possibly could, and completely achieve that. It's interesting when I can work with someone, I hand the gun off, oh, do this, oh, hand the gun off, or do that, and change it back and forth. There's kind of a dialogue that goes on there. It makes a huge difference. If anyone ever wants to come visit me in Sarasota. So that's one of the guns I did for him. And then second is, where do you see this bad boy? So we got like a pure blown out race gun here by Carver's crew, that SJC out of Gainesville. And, it was just the trigger, honestly, I can say the trigger did not match this gun. This is a race gun, man. This baby is a thoroughbred. It's built to run. And with all the bells and whistles on here, for it to have kind of like a mediocre trigger, in my opinion, I was just like, so basically you wanted more of like a semi, so that's the difference. You want some tactical there. With this, we're doing just like a semi-rolling break. So the wall doesn't have to be as pronounced because you're firing off these shots, and its smoothness counts as you're transitioning and all their kind of different things as if you're shooting steel or you're racing with these guns. Basically, it had a whole bunch of reset too, which we took out of there, so you can see the guns resetting very quickly there. And we took them from it was probably around 3 1/4 right to about 2 pounds. Actually, I forget. I think it might have been closer to 3 pounds. But the point is, when you feel this is what I always talk about the trigger gauges. I said, what do you think this thing's pulling at? And everyone was like 2 pounds or under, and it was actually pulling at 3. But it's so smooth, like I always say, smoothness trumps everything. It's just so smooth and so poetic that it's just like, it just has this sort of cadence to it that is what I feel is quintessential with a race gun, because you're just running that thing so fast, and you just want it to race exactly as the name is. But it has the Seymour sight on it, and just the bells and whistles, man, it's incredible. So now we got a trigger in there that matches the gun. This is awesome. And so, like I said, I just want to shoot a video of these, just the differing guns. You know, I have the same gun sometimes just because I'm, you know, at my shop and stuff. Everyone knows I'm on vacation right now, so I had the ability to come up and visit Ron, and you know, had to get a ride from another guy and all that kind of great stuff. They're sitting back here in the in the what would you call it? Part of the theater, the audience, or whatever,
or the green room.
Yeah, the green room. So yes, but go to Ron Gunner. It's Ron Gunner, right?
Yep.
Ron Gunner is his channel. Sometimes when you pull some of my stuff up, his will pull up. He's a sponsored shooter with Johnny Glocks, and we shot a video on this, what we did to his gun in particular too. He shoots plates, steel, does a bunch of other things other than that, but that's the gun we worked on today. So, like I said, I just wanted to shoot this video. We had the opportunity, so you know how it is. Grab that opportunity, and so www.johnnyglocks.com, 941-376-4383, and get Johnny Glocks is the oh yeah, that's right, is the email. Get Johnny Glocks at Gmail. And Ron just pointed out to me I also did, where did that 42 go? Oh, there we go. Fine. It's 42. So we all know how wonderful the stock trigger in the 42 is, and why would you ever want to get that thing changed? I mean, come on. This is an older 42 too, so it came equipped with you know, with before they made a minus connector for it, it came equipped with that connector that makes it feel like you're, you know, pulling a whatever, brick through this thing. I mean, it's just one of those guns that was just not that pleasant to work with in the beginning, especially because I'd get guys that wouldn't even shoot around. You know, they were like Glock guys, and they want to get the newest trigger, and mine was like #1 on Google at the time, and they'd send me their gun without a round shot through it, and they'd get it back in there saying, hey, you messed up my gun because there was failure to feed. There was all kind of issues, stove piping, you name it. And of course, Glock said, hey man, this gun's perfect. But after 3 frame changes, a couple follower changes, you've heard me talk about this before, the housing was changed twice. You know, now we have Glock perfection, but not yet, until we put this trigger in it. So this is one of those guns that, you know, it's a pocket pistol. You don't want to lower it too bad, but you're going to pull this thing out, and most of the time you're in an altercation where you're close, and you know, time counts. And so basically with this, we pull the majority of pre-travel out and give it just like the Deus Ex Machina, like a nice defined wall. So there you go. That's all it's moving. You are on the wall right there, and then right from there you got break that quick and back out. Reset's about 2/3 quicker than the normal stock Glock reset. And it just turns this, you know, especially when I handed it to Ronnie, it was like, that's what I'm talking about. It's the pure carry. You've seen the video on the pure carry. It turns the 42 and the 43 into a different animal. It becomes very crisp, quick, short reset, short break, as you can just see by, you know, what I'm doing right here. And that's kind of the design of this pocket pistol. It's coming out and it's blazing, you know. So this was another gun. We did about, you know, 5-6 guns today, and worked on some other things, you know, made a day out of it. So anyway, thanks for reminding me of that, Ron. And I'm going to set that down. And so, once again, thanks for tuning in. Johnny Glocks, you guys have a great day. We'll see you.